Hello. I'll just do this now because I'm flat broke and I'm petrified. I'm going to run out of Wi-Fi tomorrow. Yes. By the way, happy birthday, America. I hope you're about to have a very good day. I think you're just getting up, probably. Whatever. Anyway, happy birthday. Happy Independence Day. Yes, that's the one. Right. I wrote to the court, obviously Crown Court. I was going to do this tomorrow when they'd probably had at least 24 hours to read it, but they've certainly got it by now. This was the one I promised at the weekend. So I'm just going to put the screen off. There we go. Now, actually, hang on, I'll get you back again for a minute. I've done the research. There was never any financial wages order against me. What's it called? You know, when they take your wages. That never happened. So they fucking lied about that. Well, what do we expect, really? It's the courts, isn't it? They're all fucking bent. So, attachment of earnings, that's it. That never existed. Oh, God. Sort it out, Paul. So, here we go. I sent this off, obviously. They should have got it at least by this morning, if not yesterday morning. Dear Sir, thank you for your letter dated 28th June, blah, 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 blah. Firstly, I've never heard of an attachment of earnings order, number, or otherwise. I initiated and participated in one phone call, which is available to view on the above YouTube channel, and was called, I believe, phone call to hoist portfolio holdings. Now, I think, I haven't looked it up, but I think it's actually just called hoist portfolio holdings for your reference. This phone call transpired because I received a letter from an individual, I forget his name, purporting to be a bailiff. Nothing further was heard from said apparent bailiff after that date, which is a little longer than 2 years ago, I believe. Secondly, I have to confess I never did look up the definition of N112A. I presumed it to be the imaginary warrant the bailiff had in an effort that he may steal my belongings in order to satisfy a debt which only exists on paper and has no sound legal basis. That you now seem to think that it is an arrest warrant baffles me. You, as a privately run business purporting to be a Crown Court, have no power of arrest over civil debt, nor indeed should you pretend that you do. As a side note, I would like to add that I've been informed by Judge Enright of Peterborough Crown Court that I am not allowed to contact the court, complain to the court, or indeed am I allowed to speak to any court staff. If he wishes to change this order, then he is welcome to inform me of said change via letter. Until that time, I don't imagine I'll be in touch again. If you are now saying you have an attachment of earnings order, or that you have some sort of fantasy arrest warrant, then please do attempt to enforce these on a warrant that is approximately 2 years old and which was initiated by a firm who quite deliberately stole money from me in the form of unlawful bank charges. Otherwise, I believe the phrase put up or shut up. Shut up? Yeah, might be closer. Put up or shut up adequately suits this issue. May I remind you, I've just had the second Chief Constable removed from Cambridgeshire Police in 3 years, and that I have proved the court and the CPS to be thieves and liars. You are quite frankly a disgrace to democracy and make a mockery of the term law and order. You fiddle people's hard-earned cash from them in financially contracting unlawful hearings where the defendant is not only not allowed to represent themselves, but also give no evidence. You are, in short, nothing more than foot soldiers for the Fourth Reich. Right, so I'll just get rid of that. So, we are still waiting. We are still waiting from the reply from the, Judiciary Commission Investigation Office, who investigate judges only for drink driving, apparently. That's their entire purpose. There was 3 things I think they investigate. By the way, you might not know, but judges more often than not, their car registrations are blocked from the police, so they can't actually stop them. So, arresting them for drink driving is never going to fucking happen. I mean, if they have a crash and kill someone, I suppose that's just endorsing murder by the police, really, because they'll try and cover that fucker up as well. I mean, Judge Enright here is skating on very fucking thin ice. I've just realised this today, by the way, because not allowed to give evidence in court. I mean, we know they were all at it. Judge Enright was obviously in on it. The Chief Constable was that he's gone. Joanne Lancaster, the head of the council tax department, he was handling my account personally. Yeah, we can see who the main fucking players are here. But by the way, not allowed to give evidence in court. Right, let me tell you this, right? If you're going to go to court and you're going to go to jail because you're not allowed to give any evidence for calling a bailiff a Nazi, which very nearly happened to me, right? I very nearly went to jail for it. Right, if you're not going to be allowed to give any fucking evidence, and let's just assume this isn't just me, but like everyone, right? Why not give a fucking 2 or 3 coppers a good fucking kicking as well, right? Go to jail for something fucking worthwhile, right? You might, when you get inside, you'll probably have a bit more fucking respect then, won't you? What are you in for? Well, I'll go 3 coppers a fucking kicking. Good fucking man! Well done! So think about it, guys. If the police come round with some pissy fucking offence, in called someone a Nazi, now they're crying because it's a nasty word, right? Just kick the fuck out the coppers on the doorstep. At least then you'll go to jail for fucking putting 3 coppers in hospital. They'll fucking love you inside, I would imagine. So well done, Judge Enright. You just endorsed fucking anarchy. Woohoo! I'll see you all later.